Dakota. Don't lick me.
Do what you want. Ow! Hit my face. Hit my face. It looked like it was gonna rain, and now it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. Oh, it's so hot. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Haven't had my coffee yet.
Why did you have your coffee?
Didn't feel like making any.
All right then.
Back to Phoenix, Wright. October 19th, 1942.
In the year 1942, a lawyer, Phoenix Wright, is defending Will Powers. Andy and Tony.
How's it going?
Not much. Just here in the morning.
Mr. Wright. Yes. Why do I look so unhappy?
How are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, my... Uh-oh, she looks even unhappy.
She looks about the same, really. Can't really tell.
Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
Did you see your shout out?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had seen that.
I was the one who commented on it.
Yeah.
There's no time
I
for
just had to think about it for a second.
dead people jokes, please.
She's Chief. She's like, you're going to lose, Phoenix. You're going to lose, and he's going to get the chair, and he's going to fry. It's like,
You know,
good talk.
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Sorry, my throat's really dry today. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly
Why
innocent...
you drink water beforehand?
We should find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked?
What's overlooked in the evidence?
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose a trial.
Now what can I have overlooked?
This isn't gonna be easy.
I searched all the evidence once and twice. I double checked it.
October 19th, 10 a.m.
He's got a list and he's checking it twice.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
But
I just forgot my voice.
he sounded like everyone else. Like I don't know why you're like.
Is ready, Your Honor.
Like, oh man, what voice did I give? What
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
what great voice did I give him?
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your
He
opening
sounds like
statement,
everyone else.
please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present in the studio. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if that'll be the producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director.
Yeah, the director. He's all sweaty. How did he get all sweaty? It's just it's like snowing outside and this dude's still sweaty.
How rude can you get?
Oh yeah, I've seen the anime about Ace Attorney.
Oh yeah, it's
It's,
actually not as good as the video game.
It's okay. It's like a.
You don't even know me.
It's
I'm
like
the director. I make Steel Samurai noob. Awful.
nice. Just pwned that noob.
Sal Mandela. I'm a director of television.
But yeah, I've actually seen the anime. It's not awful. It's a
Wait.
good condensed version of the.
Not
game.
really, because at least kind of important things out.
It does, but I mean, it does go over.
Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Plot points.
Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of the day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means.
I don't.
Someone in the trailer that day did it. Right. Wait, was it? There was another.
What?
There's another day of investigation, isn't there?
No.
What was the last thing we did?
Investigation?
Was that when? Wait. What did Gumshoe come out at the end?
I don't remember.
I don't think he did.
I don't remember.
God, I love this.
I think you get. I don't know if it's like another day, but I think you do go back to the trailer at least.
I was at the studio around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an actions run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would.
I like
hear
his
that-
hat.
Everyone else ate lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting in the studio. Did Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch.
Is Phoenix Japanese? I have no
I
idea.
believe he's supposed to be,
I
yeah.
think so.
We were in the meeting until 4.
Pretty tall for like
During the meeting, well,
being
I'm pretty
Japanese,
sure
though.
no one left their chairs.
either that or maybe Maya's really short. I don't know.
That's about it. The time of Hammer's death was 2:30, and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Now read it again.
Studio that morning till 9.
Why doesn't this guy close his mouth? Ever.
Is that when you always come to work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah. The freaks in your industry?
It's FW.
Still
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That was pretty. What? I actually don't know what that means. What does that mean? My phone's charging. Never mind, it's okay.
You're just looking at one.
I want to look at it on here. My phone's all greasy.
It was a fight scene. Still stay away the evil magistrate.
Fried chicken off your phone or something. Like, nobody uses
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole time. Whoa.
Thanos right endgame.
Just only has lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just the 4 of us.
Well, Phoenix Wright, I think, was an MBC 3.
Yes, all ultimate.
Yeah, ultimate.
It took a lot more time than I thought. Why'd you go on so long?
Oh my god.
Pretty sure you've already heard about this.
What is this
But WP twisted his ankle during the run through C. Oh right, that's the limp.
For what it's worth.
Oh, okay.
Roths?
Rolling.
Rolling on the floor, starving.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Robs? What is with this guy?
What exactly did they have for lunch?
Yeah, T-bone steak.
The assistant cooked some up.
Oh yeah, the Google search Thanos thing. I've seen that.
Yeah. You remove half of your results.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else, being the witness, did not eat with them.
I've seen that, yeah. And skipping lunch.
I thought this is where I present the... I don't have that as evidence, though.
But then I didn't skip lunch because, as you can see, I mean.
So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it? That must have been tough.
What did he eat? Wait, he didn't know. He said no steak at least. Like
Yeah.
he's like, I only had my emergency chips. I think it was contradictory.
Mr. Mal, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak?
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used
chocolate in your pocket
to starve off starvation.
Stave off.
Is that all? I was sure it was something there.
Who keeps chocolate in their? Who keeps pocket chocolate? That would just melt in your hands. You'd just be eating chocolate goo.
Good morning. Took some time.
What's weird? But yes, it's contradictory, is what you're supposed to say. Because Phoenix Wright's supposed to be like, there was no T-bone, there was no bones on the plates in the studio too. That's why you're supposed to examine those plates and like, give like a hint on that.
What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There was 2 plates with the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate the lunch there? No, good call. I was so embarrassed I didn't mention it. But I did, after all. The T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all the trouble. I bought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly, a man who likes to eat a speck. So when exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting.
So he thinks he's fat?
I woofed him down then. A mental image? Okay. Wait a second. If he took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press him on that a bit more.
It's like, clearly this man loves food. Look how fat he is. Like, jeez, Phoenix. Come on, man. Not cool.
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs.
Hey, you chose to not press him on that. Good job, Phoenix. Maybe I should press him on that. During the meeting, no one got up. I'll pass that up.
So then he did get to eat. Have to do it all over again?
Yeah, I think so. Phoenix Wright. So does like his hair go into his hat, or is that just like his hat?
You know, I never noticed that.
Well, I've noticed it. I just like never knew if like
I
there's
just
like a
always,
little...
yeah, I just always assumed it was his hair, but now that you mention it, it's not. It's like his hat.
It is his hat, but I wonder like if his hair goes into his hat. Like he curls it up in there, and it fits perfectly. If he takes off his hat, he's got like this one like spiraled hair sticking out.
Just want that a bit more. What were you discussing? Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsor turned to me and said, Mr. Mendel, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Could you believe it? Actually, I kind of can't. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting.
They came up to me and they're like, Mr. Mandela, those scripts are... Why did you go into like a John Travolta there?
Well, not one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second.
I think he's just really sweaty.
Maybe I do have an idea.
Okay.
Wait a second. Mr. Mendel, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Well, Mr. Mandel, what's this all about? Mandela.
Mr. Mandela.
Sorry, I'm forgetting his name here. Well, I guess
I heard
did
he
take
was
a
dead,
break.
but he really wasn't.
Phoenix, great job. If you took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
It's like they call it the Mandela.
I call the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Mandela, your testimony, please.
Edgewood.
It's laughing.
Oh.
Yeah, FYI, we took a break from all fall, but it was only 15 minutes. That's only 13 in base 12.
What?
Not enough time for someone to say commit a murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
Steams?
What?
Steams?
I don't think it would have even been enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Is he cooking himself? Like, is he so hungry? He's starting to steam himself.
What time exactly did you take a break? I'd say from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
Just enough time to commit a murder.
2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise.
I don't know about that, Phoenix. I don't know if it's possible.
What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on the table. Oh, right, the other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer?
Yeah.
T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to commit a murder.
Hey, do you love Roblox? Can you say hey costume? Yeah, hey costume. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
How you doing though?
Why is that?
Hope you're having a good morning.
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony
afternoon.
to this point has made it one certain fact particularly clear.
Mm-hmm.
The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1.
But that's impossible.
What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Is attorney created before Detective Conan? No. Case closed has been around for like ever.
This is like the 70s, right?
Yeah. It was right around, I think, like, it was around the same time as Lupin.
Yeah, and Lupin's been around for...
They had a crossover with it.
Yeah. Surely you aren't suggesting that one of the people in the trailer was to Studio 1? Very well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
No problem. I love Roblox.
Do you claim someone went to Studio 1? Yes.
I claim it loud.
No, right? Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
No.
No.
You're right, yeah. No, it's impossible, you're right.
I don't want to write off so
You're at school?
So many possible suspects.
Well, don't get caught with your phone out.
Yeah.
The teacher will take it and be like, "Meh, I'm keeping this. This expensive electronic device is mine now. I'm gonna fill it up with old people things." Hey, Georgie.
How's it going?
How you doing?
I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to studio in that time.
Having a good afternoon,
Thought
Georgie.
you might thoughtlessly trend.
I thought he said something about ice cream for a
I
second there.
thought you might thoughtlessly trending on.
I thought you
might
might
be
be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again.
It's just a weird way to say
damn.
that. But I see you at least have an inkling of truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way. I thought it was Mr. Monkey.
Yeah.
At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's
You're
head.
okay? How are y'all?
Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way the studio was
I
blocked.
think we're doing pretty good.
Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's
I can't-
severed head.
I can't really complain. I think he does correct him and say Mistia.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Mr. Edgeworth has a point.
What if Phoenix is just like, I don't know what you're talking about with this Mrs. Monkey. Throw his case out. That's obviously Mr. Monkey.
I never noticed. I don't remember that
But
being a thing.
I'm doing great,
It's been going well. And somehow I feel there's no desire to correct him.
Glad you're doing okay.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's options on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1.
My beard is amazing.
They, therefore, have no relation to this
Speaking
case.
of beards, my beard keeps getting caught like in the microphone.
We'll shave it off. Furthermore, with regrets to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day.
My beard keeps getting... Well, why would I want to shave it, man? The beard keeps my face warm.
All of that is lacking decisive evidence that he is the one who did it.
Plus, it makes me look cool.
If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we have indeed have decisive evidence of witness.
My beard makes me look cool. I don't want to shave it. Why don't you shave it? Why don't you shave your beard off? Look at you.
I do.
Look at you now.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
Freaking like smooth face over there.
My witness saw the very moment when Steel Samurai secured the victim.
It's like, I'm a baby face. I shave my face.
Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
You look like a prepubescent boy with no facial hair.
Right.
Yeah. It's true.
What do we do now, Mai? If everyone in the trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mai, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Give up, Phoenix.
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing has become
Give up,
clear in
Phoenix.
your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could
Yeah.
not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that,
Uh-huh.
but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going on? It's going to happen to me.
Why does a voice change?
It kind of seems like
this way
he did too.
He didn't.
He did.
He didn't.
Like, everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
It's because I am.
Don't
I
worry,
killed
Mr.
him.
Powers. If you're innocent, we'll prove it. I
I
guarantee.
strangled him with my bare hands.
Give it to us and
Yeah.
be yourself. Be strong.
Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. You know, to children everywhere. Die.
You thanks.
Okay, Phoenix.
Stop. Oh my God.
This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Hey, Phoenix. You ever notice how my voice changes sometimes?
I should have sworn there was another part to
We're
this.
gonna do it. We're gonna do this for the kids.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder trial, we worry the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with a cruel questioning. This is the edge of thinking about the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackett to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box room to stand on?
Alright. Guards, please bring him a box.
Oh my God.
One of those donut crates in there.
Donut crates?
Yeah, he's on a donut crate. What is a donut crate?
I don't know. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness.
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
Cody,
Answer his question.
Shut up.
Hey, it's you. That's a nice lady. I'm Cody. Cody Atkins.
Oh my god.
The second grade.
I get the feeling this is gonna be a long day.
Yeah, it is.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you are speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You're presented, we're present,
At Global Studios.
You're present, no, but he says,
Yeah, okay.
You're at Global Studios on the day of the incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps the beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth.
I prefer bearded gentlemen.
Very long day.
Incidentally.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
Hi. My apologies, Your
My
Honor.
apologies, Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, you're saying you had a bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me whenever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had the camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of the camera.
I'm having fun.
I'm gonna strangle you.
I won't, Cody.
Gosh.
Please testify like what you saw on the day of the incident. I'm testifying on the day I saw the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearse just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. I totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. If I had a camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get in the studio, so I went home. I had myself a popsicle.
Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
It's like, no, I take it back. I had a string cheese and a chocolate milk. Oh, damn, that was good string cheese.
I actually do know what to do here.
Yeah, you present the camera.
Shut up!
Because the old dirty little rotten line kid can never trust kids, man. They never tell the truth. That maybe you had to press them first, but I guess not.
Idiot. Cody, what you just said, well, a little strange.
Seems a little strange.
Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here.
Yeah.
You understand that, right?
You get for perjury, kid. Take
Mr. Wright,
away,
a word with you. Must be so much pressure on him. What is this digital camera contraction you're talking about?
It's a camera, Your Honor.
It's a digital camera.
Yeah, I know. Like, what?
It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see.
I always wondered about this.
Anyway,
like,
Cody.
why this was like a thing in the game, but whenever I realized that the games came out like in early 2000s, like that kind of makes sense. That digital cameras would have been a new thing.
Yeah.
It's like in 2004, they weren't really like a new thing.
I can't believe you wouldn't bring up the camera on a trip. I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
No. Don't listen to him. He's lying.
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
Take him away, bailiff.
What do you mean a prosecution attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Hey, yeah. So I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? I think it's just a hat. 'Cause I feel like that kid's hair also doesn't do that. I guess it's supposed to see like this.
So you did have a camera, and you did use this camera.
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Yeah.
Very well. Please testify quite about what you were so busy watching.
Like, this kid's lying. Lock him. Put him away. Put him in cuffs. Give him 5 years. Let him out when he's 16 or however old he is now. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. Steel Samurai rules.
Is that all? Very well. That was Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
That's so sorry. That's just this morning's fish. Did anybody else eat the fish tacos outside?
So why didn't you use it?
I didn't use it because I was busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
I actually don't remember here. So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once.
No.
Okay, that tells exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy.
Okay.
Wham!
So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I don't know. He was a person. I was actually just
how
kind
was
of
he
joking.
dressed?
I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. So what happened now?
Then the bad guy started moving.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How? He put the samurai kick, samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
Still being vague.
But don't give me a look, Pops.
How should I play this?
Press him harder.
Yeah.
What?
Something's been bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
How's it going, Tim C?
How's it going?
Hello.
Yet you missed the most important part. Shut up, Edgeworth. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated that he saw quite clearly.
He knows as well as I do he's being vague.
Oh, shut up with that voice already. Tell me, what kind of murder was it? What kind of a murder used a samurai slap?
A really good one? Because that'd be hilarious.
My point is, Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight,
Hope you're having a good afternoon.
but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
A good afternoon, Tim C.
How's it going? Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix,
Okay.
I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you could figure this out. Just give me the answer, Mai.
Yeah, why do you have to like make this
Mr.
like
Wright,
a
your
frickin-
answer. You have...
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I skipped
Why
it.
does it have to be a riddle, Mai? Someone's life is on the line. Just give me the answer.
He was watching
Okay.
it all. He couldn't watch
He
it.
couldn't watch.
Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his...
Calmly.
Calmly watch a murder.
How could he
I think I
watch
was
a clam
wrong.
murder
Just a
happen?
moment, please. One thing has been quite
Read
clear.
us present evidence.
Yeah.
Oh.
He did not believe he was... Oh, yeah, I think it was how to present the book, right?
I was thinking it was this, but yeah, I think you might be right. I think it might be the book.
The more real the fight, the more he would have won.
Freaking splitting hairs.
He's like, oh, you didn't know a murder was happening.
Your Honor, I have evidence. Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look away?
Here's my proof.
That's not the right thing, but okay.
Wait, that's not it?
Did I do that again? Yeah, you lost your nerve. Very well, I'll ask you a question again. Why wouldn't you watch the climax of the fight?
To the camera, then?
Was it like the spear or something? Or I know like what it is, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
Okay. I remember what it is, but I don't know exactly what it
Well,
is.
'cause, like,
It's either the spear, the camera, the book,
Well,
the
'cause,
monkey
it was
head.
supposed to be like you're supposed to present it to where like the Steel Samurai lost because he died.
Right, I know what it is, too.
But I don't know what you have to present. That's what I'm saying. Like I know what it is, but I don't know what you present. Is that like a?
Tough spear.
That's not the spear. That's what I'm saying. Like I do know what it is. I just don't know what you have to do.
Camera?
It might be the picture. Oh, it's
Oh.
the camera.
Here's my proof. What's that, the camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I am aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operations. I am aware of that too. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at a critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey,
Bullseye.
our team.
Hey, what's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Impressive not picking.
How are you doing, our team?
How's it going, our team? Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way you could just stand there watching
I
what
might
you
have
do.
passed again today. Well, the only reason I passed, we didn't do it yesterday, is because I was losing my voice in the morning, so we couldn't actually do this game.
And not take a picture. Right. Cody, there's only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Shut up. You're an idiot.
I mean, yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mine means business, Your Honor. The defense would like to request Cody Hackett testify once more.
Very well.
Very well. Can you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Still have a cold? Man, that sucks.
Welcome to the real world, kid.
I hate when I get sick, too. I get sick for really long periods of time.
Also, Santa isn't real.
And the Easter Bunny is not real.
And the Tooth Fairy is just your mom. Welcome to the real world, kid.
It's just like, it just gets like even darker. He's just like, there is no God or something. It's like, Jesus, Phoenix. Like, it's taking us a little bit too far there.
Cody loses voice.
The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. You remember to drink some medicine to remind you of your health? Well, that's good.
Anything strange in the testimony, Mr. Wright?
Drink lots of water, too.
I'm not sure, but I'll like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open.
Damn it.
Bum, bum. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai. Just escape, of course. Yeah.
Guess I suppress him. So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything
No.
unusual?
Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
What was the case after this? Was this the last one already?
No, that's the one with Edgeworth.
Right, which is the next one then?
Well, yeah, that's the last one. What, like, you're asking which case after this one?
Yeah.
It's the one with Edgeworth.
Right, but that's like the last case of the story arc, and then it's the.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, but it's not the last case of the game.
Moving strangely.
That's Phoenix Wright now. Pretty good, I guess. I mean, I've played all this Skelly's games
Yeah, I've
before,
already
so
done all this.
I kind of already know what's gonna happen. My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
Is he supposed to tell me something about how he killed the villain?
Yeah. Well, a person on the ground of the steel. I think it might be this.
Yeah, okay. That's when it all happened to you.
But it's going pretty well.
Oh, that's all?
Have you ever watched the Phoenix Wright anime? RT?
I would have.
I'm just curious.
I would have once I got the lens open.
You want the Phoenix haircut? Phoenix Wright must dunk his head in hair gel every morning to get it that slicked back.
Nah, he definitely wouldn't have taken it. He definitely would have taken a picture. It's gotta be something here I could use. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey, how'd you know?
Bullseye. How'd you know? I see through all your lies, Cody. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
It feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect that. Okay, here we go.
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Now you present his little
Erase
photo
them?
album thing. Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of a beloved steel samurai victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? I don't want to keep a picture. I can't really do a little boy's voice.
Yeah, I know my.
I'm not a woman. I can't, like, make my voice sound like a young child.
Cody.
Hentai? No, I was asking if you'd watched the Phoenix Wright anime, not hentai anime.
Man, every time you say Cody, I follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh. Oh, right.
What
What was it you told me then?
Yeah. I was just asking if you'd seen the Phoenix Wright anime, not a hentai, but yeah, okay.
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam!
Yeah. I've heard of that one through.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did,
Friends.
it's hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it in your album?
Ah,
Mr. Wright, that photo book is not evidence, but I'm going to allow it.
I'm going to allow this. It's clearly drawn in crayon and looks like an 8-year-old drew this.
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none of them were taken that day.
Yes, I was just asking if you'd seen the Phoenix Wright anime, not a hentai.
Order, Mr. Wright. Have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a photo of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Wait, no way. Phoenix, I think you finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
What's the truth and why?
My, are you sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what we're thinking is right.
Sorry about that, your phone speaker said hentai anime.
Tell them, Phoenix, tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why is there no picture of the album the day of the murder? Shouldn't that be a question for the kid and not Phoenix?
I don't know why. Why the hell should I know, Your Honor? I'm not the witness. Like, answer for this child. I don't know why.
I can think of only one reason, Your Honor.
You have not seen the Phoenix Wright anime, okay.
The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted these photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
no way, no.
Watch it in incognito. What will happen? I don't know, man. I only know about that because of friends. I really need to pick my friends better.
Cody lost his
He never.
voice.
He never. Oh, he never loses to anyone.
Your Honor,
He's gonna have that voice now.
the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won.
You watched all the episodes?
He couldn't handle the truth. That few
Definitely
good
I will.
Ben reference in here, I never even noticed that.
What?
He couldn't handle the truth.
Oh, I guess so. I've never noticed that either.
Order, I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
I.
What? I'm crying.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Yeah, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Why?
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun.
okay, beautiful.
Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? Steel Samurai was a murderer, not the victim. Yet according to the witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Seen the entire thing? I've never watched like any of it. I just know of it.
Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. Error. What's all this about?
But then again, that I don't know. That friend that told me about a lot of weird stuff.
If you understand what really happened, it's quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph you're saying was a man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene
No
run
way.
through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Willpower's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss O'Bag said in her
Oh
testimony.
my god!
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. and I did see poor old Hammer and Nope. He had already gone to Studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room.
Slipping that
Then
on
he
sexily, one shoulder at a time.
Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
And also drugged
But why would the victim do
Will
such a
Powers
thing?
for some reason. I guess to steal the costume, but
Oh, spoilers. We're getting ahead of everybody.
it's fine.
I get it.
Comes up like in the next part.
I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops.
Huh, me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
No.
Sniff. Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say.
Why is it black and white if it's a digital camera?
I'm afraid it could be anyone in that costume.
Are we just not going to address that?
Your
Okay.
opinion, Mr. Wright?
It's like a stylistic choice of this kid to shoot it in black and white because
yeah.
that's really inconvenient to a court photo.
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
Not have this in color.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. My, what? Look at the photo once more. Freaking idiot, Phoenix.
God, you're so stupid. Did you not even look at the photo?
That photo is all the evidence we need to win this trial.
Well, I don't know about that. But
Your Honor, may I see the photo once more? Certainly. I don't see why not.
are they
It's
just
not like it's
are they just
evidence or anything.
Are they just like tossing his camera like around the courtroom? Because you don't see anybody walking or anything. I kind of just picture like they're just throwing the camera to each other.
What could it be? Could it be the S? Could it be the Steel Samurai?
It's like Dora the Explorer. It's like, what's one of these things is the right thing to pick?
It's a 2, right?
Yes, it's the 2.
Was it here or was it like a little this side though? I know the
What are you
game's really
talking
picky.
about?
I think
There's
it's
no
here,
other
right?
2.
Well, no, but I do have to like push it over here. I know the game's like really picky when you do stuff like
No,
this.
I just select the 2. You're fine.
Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate.
No, not the gate, Your Honor.
Idiot!
It's like, I see a hamburger. No, not the hamburger. The picture.
May I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number. Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
Yep.
That's impossible. What's all this about?
Kid obviously doctored the photo. Put it in Photoshop. I've used Adobe.
Please explain so that I might be shocked along with it. What's a judge? He's not very good at his job.
Okay, I won't search it up then, Tony. I'll take your word for it.
I'll use a studio as a guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? Actually, how did they know that photo was taken at the time of the murder? It does not say.
I guess the kid
what.
said so, but like, why would he lie?
Your Honor, here's the truth of the crime scene.
To the judge where the murder took place.
The
Took
main
place in the
gate.
dressing room.
Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate.
Yeah,
photo.
that would explain the 2.
Your Honor, I find it very significant the murder took place in Studio 2.
The path is blocked. Right? Oh, no. That path isn't blocked yet.
So we have her, the path was blocked. No, it was right.
No, it was okay.
In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose it would have been the case. Remember salmonellas? I just got that.
So,
Salmonella.
I just got that. I'm an idiot. Oh my god.
So you were calling him like Mr. Mandela, like he's Nelson Mandela.
Also, Also, allow me to remind the court that no one was in the trailer
What's with that name?
because it could have just gone Studio One. Get
Oh,
it?
I guess he just figured it out, or oh, I'm not really.
Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the ones that accessed the scene of the crime, Studio 2.
So Manila.
As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now that on that day a meeting was held in that very trailer, there was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of the death. During that break, Mr. Sal and Ms. D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
D. Vasquez.
Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The
Yep.
person of the security guard was... The person that was...
The person of the security.
The person of the security guard Mr. Bags on the victim was Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio
Take it easy,
2.
man. Stop and read. This is madness. It's Phoenix Wright. It's just like, this isn't
Jack Hammer's
madness.
the
This
victim.
is
The
sport.
victim. Why would he steal the steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it so he could cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course
I
not.
thought we already said the reasoning.
No, why he stole the costume? No,
Yeah.
we haven't gotten to that part yet.
No.
Or do you have proof?
Okay.
Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume.
I have proof.
I have proof. You do, Mr. Wright. So I think I'm much less
Okay.
confident. I think I'm right, though.
Sleeping pills.
Yeah. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area.
Okay.
The same table where Mr. Hammer, Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills.
I don't know if like medications like that ever actually say things like that. Like they're just like sleep pills. I think they're usually like some type of
Yeah.
like chemical or medicine.
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the
Melatonin,
entire
whatever.
afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. The bottle does raise some suspicion, yes, but there was no proof Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea.
Fingerprint the body.
I mean, I was touching it with my fingers and no one...
Yeah, and I ate a donut before I had a chocolate donut. I smeared chocolate all over the bottle.
Yeah, an idea. Very well, let's hear it.
Alright, let's
I want to check these bottles for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Powers' fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
Yeah, it's not that hard to think of.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
That's really why you should submit this stuff as evidence, Phoenix.
Oh, I mean, the prosecutor is bad. The cops are bad. The judge is an idiot. And
I'm
Phoenix,
going to allow this.
Phoenix Wright should have immediately lose his lawyer badge.
His lawyering badge.
This court will suspend proceedings until proceedings on current trial for today. Cody's Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Old Bag must have been the victim Jack Hammer. The scene on the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2.
Wow.
And those in the trials did not have time to commit the murder.
That was in the trailer.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
It's against the judge
Your
can't
homework
read.
is
Okay.
to find the answer to the following questions. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Also, who killed him and why? Find
I
the
did.
answers for me by tomorrow.
I can't.
that's a lot of
That's not my job, Your Honor. That's the police. Like, what the,
Yeah, I pretty much proved my client innocent. Like, that was my job. Like,
yeah. What the hell do you want? Like, that's y'all's problem. Like,
You will
That's the
need to reconsider your
prosecutor's
stance
job.
in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
yeah, we got the our client, you know, not guilty pretty much.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
He proved that he couldn't have done it.
Phew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's not all that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times through the trial.
Oh, where does he live? Hell.
Me too. Really? You both seem so confident.
Phoenix is right. Yeah.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Nice
Me
little,
too.
nice little pun there.
Of course you're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to make our final investigation, but I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
His name is Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
Phoenix Wright with a
Right.
W.
Thanks.
His last name was a W though. That's the only thing. I thought you were like making like a joke or something like Phoenix is right or something.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
what you were
thought
trying to do. I was like, oh, yeah, nice. Well done. Well done. I appreciate that. October 19th.
That was a close one, huh, Mai?
Yeah.
Really?
Phoenix
Too bad,
Wright.
I'm sorry.
Well, considering she's dead, I guess not. She was just his chief. She was just his boss.
No. No, she's not his girl. Yeah, she's like his mentor.
Yeah.
Oh, so what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Into the initial trial system tomorrow is the last day we have.
Your
What's the trial?
eyebrows are
What's
under
that?
hair. Just throwing that out
That's
there.
a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed up the whole process.
Maya's girlfriend? I don't know, actually.
No, I don't know. It doesn't. The game's always been vague about that.
Yeah.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days.
Very strange.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like you can't
We've
really
got
get
no
a
time to waste.
Wait.
Just waste time.
Examine Charlie. I want to look at Charlie.
My favorite part of the plant.
Maya's been watering it so much it looks a little swollen. Oh, he says the same thing. Phoenix, you need to get new material, man. I only care about Charlie. He's the only one I care about. I don't care about anybody else.
Oh, Mr. Wright, you did very well. Get to thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there.
Yeah, I was awesome.
Oh, and can you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's
Are
make
you
it count.
retiring from Paladins, by the way?
Pretty much, unless it's like something. I don't really like the format on it. I might give it another shot sometime, see how well the changes have been made.
So, yes.
For the time being, yeah.
Okay.
So there's not really anything I could do to help. Huh. I'm really not sure what I could do either.
I remember when he used to play the game all the time.
Please, this is no laughing matter.
He was like, no game's gonna be better than
Yeah,
Paladins.
that's clearly what I say. Producer? Do we have to talk to this guy? She tell me more about Miss Vasquez. Oh, the producer, she's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her differently these days. Why is that?
How have your games been going in it, though, our team?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studio was on its knees, but she picked up and made it shine. Oh, and what? And nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. I was wondering about the Mr. Hammer. He was a
Mr. Hammer.
big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
I just think about like MC Hammer. It kind of sounds like they're.
She references that though in the.
Does she reference that?
in one of the games.
I know she references freaking
Survivor, Eye of the Tiger.
yeah. She references Rocky,
Yeah.
like the Rocky movies.
Oh, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business, but he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions like Global. Well, how could he do that? I was really looking forward to seeing a sequel to a Samurai Summer.
I want to see Samurai Summer. That sounds cool.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to the Globals 5 years ago. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. He brought the Steel Samurai idea to him.
Straight to video, so he was nothing.
Yeah. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whatever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine being beck and call, though. I can't imagine him jumping. Jeez, man, leave the guy alone. He's fat. Get over it.
Phoenix is like really like ragging on him for being fat. He's like, I can imagine him like maybe doing a short hop. For like a donut.
This old windbag sure is quiet
Jeez,
today.
Phoenix.
You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard is down. Yeah, I bet we could even eat some of these donuts at the guard station if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
Shoot, she's alive. I have to talk to her. I absolutely despise this character.
Necessary. She tells you like things about like the producer.
I was worried about
Mr.
I was worried
Hammer.
about D. Vasquez, the producer. The studio bigwigs love her, so she's always gets her way. Seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me to talk about her, so sorry.
They'll fire me.
Can I ask you about Salmonella, the
I
director?
feel bad for this lady. Like she
Sal.
can't retire at her age.
Oh yeah, maybe she just likes to work. Some people do that.
I guess that's true.
Sal, she's soft to push over, does whatever Vasquez tells her to do. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would he even like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, she found my search history.
About Mr. Hammer.
My internet search history.
I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. She's really pissed this time. You listen to me, Whisperer. Poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. There you go.
There you go. All right then. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to her anymore.
Turn the air back on, Nick. It's really hot.
Aw, always crying about how hot you are.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer got put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to Studio 2. Right, but why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer.
It was the director. Or no, wait, the producer. I don't know.
It was. Do I need a?
Wait, no, it was the producer.
Oops.
No clues here. Smile for the
take-
camera. God.
I don't think I had to really examine anything, right?
Apparently, it's Mr. Monkey. It's not a monkey. That looks nothing like a monkey. He ooks once, then twice.
Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello.
Gosh, she's so hot. What's going on at Phoenix Mind?
Hello. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds.
Good for her.
That's all she has to say, apparently.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came to here on the day of the murder,
And
and
Maya talking to her. Or are we talking to her?
perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
I don't know. What do you want me to do? Can't do anything.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer.
You're watching this.
My fave blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you'd like to tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves.
Like, you talk about it away from me.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up here yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed.
The singing samurai. I'd actually like to see the singing samurai. That sounds pretty amazing.
I don't think I needed anything.
Just still that pine saw there. Can't examine it though.
Damn it. This is where they had the meeting. The documents and papers scattered all around. Okay.
I'm still waiting for Samurai Summer 2. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Like this van for moving staff and equipment around. It kept it pretty good shape. Looks like it's runs fine. Let's go for a drive. sure if I had a license.
Oh, that's right, Phoenix didn't have a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
Nor do you, Maya.
Yeah. But look, I have this. Why are you showing me the attorney badge, Nick?
It's like trying to distract her like a cat. It's like, ooh, look at the shiny thing. Jingle, 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 jingle. Like jingling keys in front of her.
It's where Salmonella and D-Bots get ate. There's nothing left on these plates. Hey, so they ate the T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just doesn't feel odd. It just feels odd, you know?
Nope. Nothing wrong with them eating T-bone steaks on their plates. Except the fact that I think they would have. I don't know. Maybe not.
Am I supposed to present something here?
Are you supposed to go back to the studio? Are you supposed to go back to the not Studio One, but the oh god, the employee area? There you go. Couldn't think of the name.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You could come see them
There's
film
just been a
later,
murder.
I guess. But
Start filming.
this is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around.
Why is she always mad?
Wendy?
Wendy or Wendy, the
Hey, no
security
touching.
lady? I don't know, because it's like a character trait, I guess. That's
Yeah.
endearing. We'll go with endearing.
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Sorry, pal.
Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah. I guess it can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatic indeed. Did I spell
Yeah.
dramatic?
Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, the old lady. Yeah, I don't know why she's always mad.
She's
like
old,
she's
I
in
guess.
every. I guess because she's supposed to be old and she's supposed to be grouchy because she's old. She's like in every game, by the way. Right?
Oh,
She was in the first game, the second game, the third. She was at least in the first three.
a lot of heart. A lot of heart was pretty annoying too.
Oh yeah, a lot of heart was in.
She's
it's
in-
only two. Oh no,
She was in the second and third one, right?
Was she in the third one?
I know she was in
wasn't the
another
third
one.
She was in the second one.
She was in another one though, wasn't she?
She was in.
Oh,
2K.
is she in this one?
She's in this one. Yeah.
She's in this one. She's in the second one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. There was a different character. There's a different recurring
Yeah,
character
yeah,
in the
yeah.
game that I also hate.
Dun, dun,
I don't like the old lady.
dun, dun.
She's in like every game.
So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills now.
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. A science guy gave me some testing solution. This one reacts to the sleeping pill, see? It'll trace color.
Wow, neat. Oh, this is what are you waiting for?
No. Everything in due time, pal.
What
I
is
don't
he
wanna
waiting
do
for?
I don't know. I don't want to do gumshoe anymore. You can do gumshoe.
Well, let's test this until the plate change colors, alright?
So the food on this plate has been laced with sleep.
Oh, looks like it.
Steak plate.
How's Edward doing anyway?
Looks like a tasty steak.
Mr. Edward's out of control. He was in the waiting room when he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Why?
Oh, talk about burns, pal.
He's like
Great,
gumshoe.
Edward.
Fetch me my burn bandage.
That's my burn cream.
Fetch me my burn cream. Is he like known to do that?
Yeah, crushing paper
Why would he
cups,
do that?
cups, bottles.
Why would he crush it with?
Say
Taking hot coffee?
whatever happened to the empty bottle? The bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim jackhammer's prints all over it. So that means, yep, it sounds like whatever who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right.
Yes.
How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should just switch suspects. I mean, considering the evidence, I would think.
They're like, no, put him in jail.
do you
Even though
think,
the
Mr.
evidence
Gumshoe?
says otherwise.
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I kind of feel bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
I mean, I don't know what to say to you
I mean,
guys.
his job isn't to like make sure to put someone in jail that's innocent.
I mean,
His job is to find the truth.
Yeah, his job is to find the actual criminal. I mean, if Mr. Powers did it, you know, fair enough. But I mean, the evidence suggests otherwise. Tomodachi. I don't know. I can't read that. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Penny Nichols.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
No, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
I claimed it for myself.
Yes, I am now the Steel
Why?
Samurai.
But WP is innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week's is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
What? No.
Yeah, it's not even gonna end. It's just gonna end.
Like, it's just gonna stop. It's not even gonna have like a proper conclusion, you know? Like, he's gonna does he kill the evil magistrate? Probably not.
What do you mean the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No.
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
They're gonna give 24 hours of golf. Only golf all day.
Why are they gonna make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all of this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? Fuck them.
Yeah, it's like the studio bigwigs are just like, fuck them, fuck those kids. Just like, I don't care about no kids.
They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
They can cry into my millions I made off of them.
Yeah. I think the evidence rather than words is called for you. Here, take a look at this.
This is the book?
Yeah. It throws it in her face.
Ow! And this is...
I mean, what do you want her to do? She's not even...
Do you care about kids? I'm just joking. It's the bigwigs that don't care.
Yeah. A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think they would understand that better than anyone.
You would understand that.
You're right.
What do they expect her to do, though? She's
Okay.
just an assistant.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like-
I don't know what you guys want from me. What can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Wait, what accident? I don't think I was supposed to talk to her. I think she's supposed to tell me about the accident. Right? I don't remember talking to anyone who told me about an accident.
Yeah, they tell you about
I skipped ahead, I think.
Yeah.
I was maybe ask me about Mr. Hammer.
I think you're supposed to ask her about this first.
Yeah. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of a hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Actual dirt. She was holding his plotted plan hostage. Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during the filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set. Was that the trailer part of the film?
Wait, who's gay? I don't know.
Who are you talking
I
about?
don't know who you're talking about.
Phoenix?
I don't think Phoenix is.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Oh, I can tell you what I heard.
Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
The glasses. That's a chick.
That's a girl.
Yeah. that's a girl, man. Penny?
Yeah, you don't see
Her
like
name's-
little,
her name's Penny.
you don't see like little ponytail.
Yeah, she's got like a little ponytail on the left side of her head.
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed.
That's pretty funny, though.
I guess like when you don't see it, she does look like a guy, doesn't
If
she?
you don't see the ponytail, I can see that.
Like you take out the face, she just looks like a very feminine guy.
Yeah. No, she's a chick.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
That ponytail.
Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid of what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see. There actually is a
He's still heating you.
there actually is a gay person in, well, possibly two
Yes.
in the series.
You know more about this. You know who knows more about this Miss Oldbag? She was here at the studios back then, you know?
Thanks. We'll try asking her
Sorry.
if she'll talk.
All
She'll
right.
talk if we rough her up a bit. Maya, hold her arms. I'm gonna give her a few slaps in the face.
Why are you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
Hey, Gianni Dork One.
How's it going?
Hello. How you
That
doing?
old bag doesn't look so good.
Good afternoon to you.
Everybody's doing their dearest to forget Hammer. What do they think they made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth.
Fourth. She's got rabies.
Hey, you should keep a safe distance.
She's got rabies. Watch out.
I know. I have to
She
talk to her
bites you,
about 5
you'll
years
turn
ago.
rabid.
I wanted to ask you about the 5 years ago. Who told you? Well, did you hear that from?
How'd you pronounce
Nichols.
Nichols?
They misspelled her name. Oh,
Penny Nichols. I'll kill her.
Nichols.
Pronounce your name right. You're surprised. I do it every now and then. I pronounce people's names right sometimes. Although I'm usually bad
Somebody
at it.
told me like this wasn't translated right. Like this was.
Her name is Penny Nichols, man.
Yeah, I know, but I think that was probably like a joke in Japanese, and it
Maybe.
doesn't translate well to here. Nichols, Penny Nichols, the assistant that we talked to. Oh right. Right. Sorry. Phoenix Wright turned to an old lady there.
Yeah. Phoenix
Anyway, we heard about that accident. It was during the filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers, dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr.
Oh,
Powers.
Thank you very much for subscribing, Johnny.
Yeah, I always appreciate it.
Yeah.
I
You
do
join
claim
back later. All right.
That
see you in a bit.
Hammer's stole Powers' costume. You'd expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some further proof? Proof that Hammer stole the costume?
Yeah,
I have
thank you
proof.
very much. It's always appreciated when people sub.
I can prove Mr. Hammer stole the
Even
costume.
though it didn't show up on the thingy, it's supposed to show up on the screen, but
Yeah.
I haven't been hearing the noise either.
I checked it too, like just yesterday, and it was working.
Weird.
Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used
Some
those
hot,
pills
sweaty,
on
sleepless
Powers?
nights.
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well,
God,
yes.
I
So
hate this old lady.
this is the plate that he used to eat that steak. I carried it around with me.
He's just like pulls it out of his pocket. His pocket's just like coated in like steak juices.
There are traces of sleeping pill powder all on the plate.
Back in the pocket it goes.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired of holding it all in. This old bag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident, a fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia.
Cool.
She silenced that paparazzi.
What does she mean by silenced?
That was the beginning. After that, she became a force
I
to be
wonder.
reckoned with here at the
I
studio.
wonder what she means by silenced.
I see.
It's like he sleeps with the fishes, you know what I mean?
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Old Bag, hold on a minute. Poor Miss Old Bag. Here, take this.
You always think the notification won't work if YouTube users keep their subscriptions hidden? It's possible. I actually don't know what it is. The settings, yeah.
Well, my subscriptions aren't hidden.
No. If they subscribe to you and like they
Oh,
have their
okay,
users hidden,
yeah. I get what you're saying. A photograph.
That's possible.
Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those
Why
stairs.
is he holding a tennis racket? What was this movie?
I think it explains it that like it was just like there was like a rehearsals. They were just using like whatever they had.
Okay.
I think anyway.
I don't remember why. I don't remember why he had a tennis racket.
It pushed the other actor, and the man fell into the flower box fence.
And died.
But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I guess it's kind of important how you got that.
Remember that paparazzi? Well, after he was killed, I took the photo off his body.
Okay, Studio 1, Studio 2. I think we have to examine this thing.
Yeah, the fence,
Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, I think you have to examine the fence and take it as evidence. You fit that entire flower box in your
So
your
pretty.
pocket.
Taking good care of these. To get too close, that fence looks dangerous.
Oh, no, not yet?
I guess I've
Okay.
talked to Vasquez.
That racket is even broken. He saw a huge hole. Did you? I didn't even notice that. I have no idea. I don't even remember him having a
It's not
racket.
even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? I will. Old bag. Old. She was a security lady, Miss Old Bag,
This
Nick.
is wrong with Phoenix Wright. You can't remember people's names. Like, wait, who? Penny?
Right.
Wait,
Anyway.
old bag. Wait,
Miss
who?
Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
Why don't you?
The wind. The what?
She's like, why don't we talk about this inside of this, inside of this, this like,
windowless, soundproof trailer covered
No,
with.
I was gonna say like in this 5 foot deep hole. It's like, why don't we talk about this in this 5 foot deep hole? No reason. I just feel more comfortable with
This
it.
is a windowless, soundproof trailer covered in like plastic wrap. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The
There's no
wind.
I didn't see that it didn't have strings. I just saw that he had a tennis
Your
racket.
conversation interests me. Let us talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Yes. Follow her. Come after her.
You see that photo? There's a lot of evidence here. No, it has strings.
Does it have strings?
Yeah, it's just hard to tell because it's like white on white.
I can't really tell. I really can't see. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it's hard
lie.
to see on the capture, but it does have strings.
I honestly can't see. He says that it does have strings, but I can't see it either, so.
You game. Very well. What was it you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez,
I don't know, Phoenix. Why would she be so eager to talk? Maybe because she was.
you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he's doing kids shows for petty change. $500,000 a year.
1 million
Or per season.
per season. Yeah. That's chump change. I doubt he's getting that much money.
I doubt it too. So I'm a blackmailer now.
Yes.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh.
I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour on its own accord. But you were the one that caused you pursued him. And
And
to
she's
think
just like,
it was just an accident. Excuse me. What
is
is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think what it would be if it wasn't an accident. No, no way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I meant. Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
I mean, I guess she can't, but
Just think. Would he have left me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident?
Eh.
And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident.
Probably should have used better wording there, Vasquez, but okay.
Well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo to the studio. She wrenched out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
Well, there you go. That's how she got it.
So that's why she had that photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made copies, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now.
Why did the reporter make...
Right, this is valuable evidence.
He's like, boys, these are my boys.
It's like, yeah, what's up, boss?
I like the 1940s greaser guy over there.
Professionals. They are good at erasing various
That guy's
things.
got like a scar.
Can I ask why she didn't get the photo before?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
I would kill you.
What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate.
Yeah, sleep quite soon. You'll see you later. We'll
Uh,
take it easy,
take it
our
easy.
team. Thanks for stopping by, man.
It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Have a good night.
Tell me why. Why'd you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammers' dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care all about it? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends.
Yeah, boss, we'll mess him up.
And I like that one guy that's like reaching for the gun.
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
What? No. Boys, kill him too.
Not bad. Very well. It appears the contest will be decided tomorrow then in court.
That guy's that one in the middle right there. It's just like a John Travolta thing.
He does, doesn't
He's
he?
like, yeah, boss, I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
I'll be looking for He does look like John Travolta from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll kill him up good, boss. I'll cut him up.
You okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late. It was my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
It's just like pretty dark. They were gonna kill Maya. I mean, she's
Detective Gumshoe.
pretty young.
Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective.
I know you guys almost died, and
Now I could retire.
it's like resigns in his dad. It's like, I'm done now. I can finally ride off in the sunset.
I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
Who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez.
The bottom of this.
Alright, let's finish up this trial and
Dun, 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 dun. Saving.
I do like the next one. It's where we
Yeah,
fight that vampire guy.
Fight? I don't know if fight's the right word, but yeah. It was the one with the vampire.
10 a.m.
Somebody switch sides sometimes.
I don't know.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecutor is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready,
I
Your
don't think
Honor.
this was a very long trial.
Today will be in the final day of the trial.
Then again, I
hope
guess it's not a very
well,
long investigation, so.
the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence.
I think it's like the only one that does this, where it goes
I
on
think
for an extra
so.
like day.
Your opening statement.
I
In
think.
yesterday's
Anyway.
session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. The claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Again, though, I'm pretty sure we've gotten Will Powers off pretty much. So why are we still here?
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to stand.
Mrs. She's not married.
Miss D. Vasquez, the producer who was the present Studio 2 trailer that day.
She's not married.
Don't think you could smoke in a courtroom. Will
Shut
witness
up.
State her name and occupation.
You want to be erased?
D. Vasquez, I am producer of
She's been
Global
like,
Studios.
she just smokes like a chimney. She's
Yeah.
like smoking this entire time.
The day of the murder, you were the Trailer's 2 studio. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. You must be proficient. No, sorry.
I didn't. You didn't read that right.
Very well,
Okay.
Mrs. Vasquez. Please give the court
You
your
like, kind of
testimony.
like mumble it out so you don't have to sound stupid.
No, I couldn't. I just didn't. I just accidentally hit the button.
Yeah. Make her pay. Right. I'll catch her with her pants down. Oh god, she's so hot. Phoenix is like, I mean, I know you're
entered
gonna.
the trailer
I know you like
on a
killed
little
someone,
before
but like, do you
noon.
wanna? If you tried to
Let
kill
me
me,
oh, damn it, I did it again. I keep mashing the buttons. I wanted to go faster. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One.
Like,
I
do
was
it.
so fatigued. Damn it. I keep doing that. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute trial, 15-minute break to the meeting.
it's like, do you want to go on a date after this?
Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later than when we all went to Studio One. That's all.
Oh god.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very
Like,
well.
I had him carry me. Like, with the,
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination?
yeah.
It's the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
She must just have an unlimited amount of tobacco in that. I've never even like really honestly seen a pipe like that in real life.
Yeah, they exist.
I know they exist, I've just never seen them.
Well, they are designed more for like women. Whatever is that for Studio One?
You ate T-bone steaks. Objection! Conjecture, Your Honor. Objecture.
Did you have someone who could verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough.
You know who Zalgo is? I do not know who that is, Dan Teddy. I'm sorry.
That's some evidence proves she didn't eat that steak.
No, I don't know who that is.
Was it the steaks already?
Done. I don't know. Probably is the steak. Yeah, it probably is a steak.
Oh, damn it. I meant to present, not press, sorry.
It's a creepypasta? Okay. Well, like I said, I don't read a lot of creepypastas. I know of a few, but it's not like something I ever really indulge in. Basically, I only know ones that people have told me about.
Ha! As I thought. You claim you had a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table of the employee area.
It's like,
As you can see, a large bone was left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer.
maybe they ate a boneless steak, Phoenix.
Yet, there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare.
Also, there was no blood on the plate, so they obviously ate it not medium rare.
I mean, it could also have just been like an animal took it.
Well, wouldn't the police like be I don't know, wasn't like preservation of?
Well, I mean, like...
I guess that wasn't the crime scene at the time. Though,
Yeah,
so,
like
I guess this would be hard to prove. I don't know.
Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave a bone? I think I know.
I've seen people eat the bone. Actually,
Yeah, you could do that.
You can't do that. I don't recommend it, but
You didn't eat
I've seen
steak
people's bones.
during the break. And you took your steak and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator.
no, that's a waste of good steak.
I see. Then what was it? Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Picking on salmonella.
She was meeting with the steel
Why is one
samurai.
of them like always so stupid?
I don't know. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the steel samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Maybe.
What kind of
It-
stunt are you trying to
He's
pull,
like,
Right?
crazy, Your Honor? Yes. Presumptuous? Yes. Wrong? Maybe.
You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick.
Oh, God, he's so hot.
Let's see. What is that weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. Am I, as you can see, a woman of petite stature? How could I possibly use that heavy
He's
spear
gonna
as a
pull that
weapon?
card anyway. You
Oh.
couldn't. Even though I think she could have. Although that spear is a prop spear anyway, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't
I
have
think
done
you would definitely have a great deal of difficulty
But I think she
using
could
that
have
as a
used it,
weapon.
yes.
Pretty much anyone would. Ha. You see? Yes. However, that was no bearing on this case.
I mean, it's a
Meaning
prop spear, so I don't
The
really...
samurai spear
okay.
was not the murder weapon.
Yeah. It's a prop, guys.
Did they even bother checking the... Was there blood on everything?
No, there was no blood on it. It's a prop. It's a prop spear.
What is it made of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the steel samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
Is it the picture?
Think so. Yeah. Think that's it.
I don't remember, actually.
Damn it. Wrong, Mr. Wright.
It might have just been the spear itself. You know what? I think it was the spear itself.
Yeah, maybe.
'Cause I think that this is finally when they say that the spear was a prop and or duct taped or something. Yeah, the shaft has been duct taped. Yeah.
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed that spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape.
It's the strongest substance known to man.
It's pretty powerful.
Yes.
Only outdone by Flex Seal. Tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man
How is
who's
it possible for this to seal so good? Flex seal's amazing, Your Honor.
I would like the court to reflect that Flex Seal is in fact awesome. Mr. Ryan, why are you driving? Think about what you're... Silence. I am the one testifying here and I will be heard. She's so hot. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the steel samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then I pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Okay, now it's a picture.
Mr. Wright, can you prove? Yes, I could tell you.
Yeah, now it's a
Well,
picture.
I make a claim that if I couldn't tell you what the murder weapon was, I'm afraid your confidence can be sometimes unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo.
Yep, there you go.
What is this? Well, that's Jack Hammer sitting on top of the stairs. Bum 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 bum. Order. If you cannot have order, this trial will be suspended.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Judge is just sitting there. Oh, what?
What is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It's almost as if like the paparazzi, he had to have been standing like right in front of him
Yeah.
and just waiting for this to happen.
He's like, is he gonna throw him on there? Not yet. Is he gonna throw him on
That's a
there?
really like close up picture.
Well, he probably is using his zoom
I know, but even
feature.
there, like, how could he had to have been like,
I don't know,
but
man.
like the angle, it's like really low to the ground.
I don't know.
It was a
Maybe
close.
he's trying to be
kept secret
solid
at the
snake and he
studio.
was like crouching on his belly. I don't
What
know.
does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still don't see it. See the fallen man in the photo? See how the fence post pierced through his chest? What? Are you saying
Yes,
yes?
I am.
What happened here 5 years ago?
Happened again. Dun dun dun. I
They
think they
bother
would've-
to like sand down the post or remove it or
Yeah,
something.
you think you might want to remove the post that killed somebody? It's like right.
At least some better railings on the stairs. A sign that says "Do not push people."
Do not push on defense posts. Why would they be that sharp? Like, why would you? Who is that key? Like, you really want to protect your flowers? They put like freaking pikes to guard their flowers.
This happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer's had done.
Mr. Hammers.
Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago.
He's Mr. Multiple
Though
Hammers.
whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die
Yeah, because they didn't. They really should have cleaned that fence up.
5 years ago.
Look how sharp those things are.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in script writing staff. You deny what I say is true?
'Cause all those guys are talentless hacks.
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned it to the trailer? All in the space of a 15-minute break?
Yeah.
How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed up the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
I don't know.
Indeed. Mr. Wright, how could you... She could have moved it.
She had another way.
I should have double checked.
She had another way. She did have another way.
Yeah, I was thinking like she could move it. But she did move it, but not in the...
Yeah, yeah. Other than with her own hands. I'm talking about telekinesis. Are you a telekinetic, Vasquez?
For instance.
If you're not telekinetic, then this can won't move. It's right in front of me. It moves.
He's like shaking the table so it moves. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was no way for her to carry that body. Oh, interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
It was the van.
I'll just do your job, Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it.
Gasp. Except she doesn't have a license.
I'm arresting you for driving without a license.
Yeah, that's what they get her on.
Call your testimony. There was a great rehearsal. You probably just... Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
What's up?
Nothing. There was a... Okay.
Okay.
I was so fatigued, so that's how take me. There was a van, blah, blah, blah. You used the van to carry the body of Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate's costume. Hold on, right. Don't forget it was Sal Manella who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course he was. Conspirator. Whatever. That word. Gator. He was an alligator.
Of course he was.
Of course he was, yeah.
Of course Sal Manella has been a conspirator. I can't say it.
Body
It's
is
like people who can't say aluminum.
aluminum.
Yeah, aluminum.
Aluminum.
Yeah, but some people can't say it.
Yeah.
The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Someone tells me she didn't help at all.
Yeah, she was just like sitting there smoking her cigarettes like, bastard. It's damn good smoke.
Also, don't forget they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered with Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in a small incinerator.
That would have taken a lot of poking.
Well, Mrs. Vasquez, shall I continue?
You would really have to shove that costume in there.
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win.
Dot, 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 dot.
So what happens next?
I don't know.
Don't me.
What?
Don't you have anything to say? What would you like for me to say? I lost? Something like that? She did say that.
Yeah. Are you an idiot?
Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer?
Dot dot dot.
Who can say? Are you sure I did it, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in the battle of wits. And the results of that battle is you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility.
Yeah.
Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What?
What?
Does he, though?
Yeah, I do.
Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
I mean, to be fair, they haven't even examined like the freaking like fence post yet, so
yeah.
we can't really know.
Of course, as the witness says.
But the judge was like, the judge already said like he's tired and he doesn't want this to go on for another day. So I guess
I'm bored of this case already. Bring me the next one. It does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now?
No further questions.
Was it?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I thought she had to testify again. Oh, no, that's right, because we told her to testify again, she'll say something like, I've already said what I said.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I was hoping I'd come with a question still... Question while pounding on my desk. I didn't. You have my sympathies. Damn. To come will far only fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Mr. Edgeworth, I was hoping to come with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
Okay.
I see. Very well.
Damn it, Edgeworth.
Your Honor, I request the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I am your witness.
I mean, he's not badgering you.
I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this not make any sense?
How does it
to
not?
you,
I mean, he wasn't here. He's the
I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating my last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, indeed,
Verily, I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body, very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one who said he always gets a guilty verdict?
But no one would be found guilty in this
After
situation.
all that,
We proved Power's innocent. It would just go cold. There would be no guilty verdict. That's not how that works.
well, they gotta have someone who's guilty.
It's not how that works. Though.
I was
It's not
with
like, well, we
Silent
proved you.
Old Lady when we found the body.
That's not how it goes in court. They're not just like, well, we proved you innocent, but we didn't find a guilty verdict, so I guess we're gonna have to take you in anyway.
The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick. So we may be acting tough now, but if we put her on the spot, she'll sure to falter. Find the key, you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Okay.
Good job, Maya.
Good job. Good job, Maya. I'm glad I pay you.
I went back to the trailer. Just... I don't remember this one at all. The script and direction.
I think he's an oppressor.
Yeah, it's like quite valuable. It wouldn't do me. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, this was it.
Yeah.
I guess.
She couldn't have known that, right?
Very well, Mr. Vasquez, please continue.
Yeah.
Idiot! You almost had it. I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
How did Phoenix not catch it though?
Yeah. Think. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring a script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to known about the murder before going to Studio One. It's gonna be like a dumb way to get caught by something.
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation.
Yeah.
However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move.
How dare you try to find guilty verdict?
How dare you try to free an innocent man?
Damn you! I wanted to see him fry.
It was my turn to pull the lever.
No, I'm not going to get to do that, Edgeworth. Like, what is your problem, Judge? Like, jeez.
Are you thinking of career change to defense? I appreciate your concern, Your Honor.
But,
I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
I mean, again, we had already proved him innocent.
So the
whatever.
prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this?
I-
No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had perfectly good reason to believe there would now be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect the reason. I knew that Hammers couldn't do any action scenes, so I left.
Yeah,
the
this was what it
stuff
was. I didn't need a presser, I don't think.
No. How did I know? Sal, he told me. It was.
It is that. I don't think he had a presser, though.
Don't tell me. There's a photo.
If they believe so, yes. I believe it's a
Yeah,
photo.
I think it's a photo.
'Cause I think the idea
Yeah.
was that he was dragging his leg.
You knew that Hammer
Because
was
he,
injured.
Frickin' yeah.
Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was
Yeah, it was
Will
Powers.
Powers, yeah. What?
Yeah. But she thought it was Hammer because he was dragging his leg.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammers is dragging his leg in this
Mr.
photo.
Hammer.
But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending.
Powers and Hammer. Not
One person was injured in the run through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
Yeah, Minecraft and Nintendo Switch?
No.
I do not. I do not have that.
I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person?
We thought it'd be funny.
Miss Vasquez.
You saw Hammer limping.
Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he was doing this, it would have been after he had put on the Steel Samurai costume.
Yep.
I went to Studio 2 where he was murdered.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Yep. You got her. You did it, Phoenix. Good boy.
Order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute that claim? Yeah, let's see your sneaker out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why the world I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he had fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yeah, she was making lots of money. Lots of money? I don't know.
Yes, you will need a motive. Why would you have killed the victim? Is there a reason? Is unclear to the court. Does the defense have anything to say about this matter?
Yes.
In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
No, I can't.
I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'll never be as good as Chief.
Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present the quote again. This is my proof. This is the photo from before.
Mm-hmm.
This is the photo that reveals that the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was on the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that was the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall.
Yes. Again, you think they would have gotten rid of like the pointy bits on that
That's all
garden,
for stardom.
on that garden fence, but whatever.
His guilt weighed in on him, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day of Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. Why are we talking about motives here? Yet you only have talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if...
She had no motive.
As if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It was a policy of mine.
It's a policy of hers, apparently. She
Mr.
never gets
Wright,
rid of useful men.
Please explain motive for the murder.
Apparently. That's right there in her policies.
She had no motive.
Yeah, she had no motive. She just said it. She doesn't get rid of useful
I
men.
mean, it could be like she was trying to protect herself. That's still a motive. It's
not really a motive, though. She just said
She
she
had no
doesn't get rid
motive,
of
Your
useful men, man. That's a policy of hers.
It was Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that? No!
But I don't get why lie about that, though.
I mean, I don't know. She's like a
simple.
studio like executive, you know? It probably wouldn't be good for her to kill anybody.
Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What?
It probably would not be good for her to kill someone.
Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers.
Dragged him.
Jack Hammer snuck into his dressing room, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to the full the security agent, thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years.
Oh, let's get a new pipe. It's made of wood. It's expensive.
So you did do it, didn't you?
Now she's not smoking anymore.
Yes.
Oh well.
I am guilty. It was me. I'll come visit you in jail.
Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
He's dead.
How could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... Don't touch him. No.
He's dead.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Alright then. Time to wrap this up.
Mr. Edwards,
Nice bow.
where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as
As
ever.
clam and collected ever.
I see, Mr. Wright.
She's out clam
Yes, Your Honor.
collecting.
It appears you have brought yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor.
Yep.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found, so the only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right.
Oh.
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Not guilty. Release the confetti. Confetti released. It's like he has like two levers next to him. Like one is like his like lever to like the rancor pit when they're guilty, and the other lever is the confetti pit or the confetti cannon. I mean,
That is all. Now get the fuck out of my courtroom.
I'm gonna go eat some lunch now, and you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to free me for the murder.
Yeah, you tried to
It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
This guy should really try out for Wolverine, though.
Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame
I
me?
think he'd make a really good Wolverine.
Well, here's what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Mr. Monkeyhead.
Was it the picture again?
This picture?
I don't know. It's too late to save it now.
I guess so.
I think it was the...
T-bone steak. You ate his T-bone steak.
You ate his T-bone steak, you bastard. If I had known that, I would have let you rot in jail. I think it was the picture.
Which one?
The first one, the one where he's like dressed up as a Steel Samurai.
It's because you were the... Oh, it's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to act in a kid's show and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think also maybe the book could work too.
Yeah, I think I understand. Well, he could have just told me. I would have changed places with him. That's not how that works, idiot.
Yeah.
There's like contracts that need to be redrawn.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more.
Not really, because the show's getting canceled.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, right. I forgot to tell you, the show's getting canceled this week, so...
I can't wait to get back to the sweaty costume.
Also, I'm pretty sure the director might be in jail now, so...
Is something wrong? No, of course not.
The directors in jail are probably going to be in jail for, you know,
Nick,
helping out clean up a murder. Even if it wasn't self-defense.
say something, right? I am not good at small talk. Huh? What?
What?
That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
I mean, I guess you could say it's in self-defense.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Snip. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
I watch it all the time.
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again. However,
Yeah, didn't I say
in
this, Maya?
retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with
Yeah.
unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
I mean, I really can't control that, Edgeworth. I mean,
Yeah,
it just
kinda
happens.
Like work together.
Well, I mean, we don't work together.
Well,
but,
right. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if
Shut up, Maya. You don't know
they're
anything.
rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now, I guess.
You don't know
Huh?
anything, Maya.
Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? I don't get the backstory now, do I?
No, I don't think so.
And so the curtain's closed on
I
another
think that's
trial.
not till the next case.
I ceased to...
I caused
I
quite a...
caused quite a stir by the revealing that ancient accident.
What? The ancient...
Sorry.
The ancient accident
Sorry,
from 5 years ago.
my microphone stand makes it hard to read some words.
It was the talk of the
It was
town.
the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios thought its programming changed.
Rethought its programming changes. Rethought?
Rethought.
Rethought.
But they went back to making kids shows again.
The Pink Princess.
Nick, this is it. The new show starts today.
Surprised the director's not in jail, but okay.
You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
I still like talk to them.
Isn't that great? WP gets to play the lead again. I wonder if they'll show
Wait,
his
he
real
gets to play the
faces.
lead? He gets to play Pink Princess?
He's the Pink Princess now.
Is he really the Pink
I don't know.
Princess?
I don't think the world's ready for the real willpowers.
He can't be the lead in the Pink Princess, can he? I feel like they would have cast a woman. But hey, you know, I guess if Will Powers could do it.
Yeah. Saying a man can't play a woman's role?
Well, it's just like... like, there has to be, like, at some point where...
I don't know if I don't know if I'll do this one in recording or live stream it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Well,
We'll see how we feel.
take it easy,
We're
guys.
kind of rough on our voices.
Take it easy, guys.
All right,
Thanks for
guys.
watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Have
We'll
a
catch you
good-
guys next time.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Turnabout Goodbyes, episode 4.